Hey y'all. Hey Facebook and YouTube. It's your girl Shonda and Charlotte. And I know you guys have missed me from going live and walking on this walking pad, but I was in a live the other day and I was telling people how sometimes the way that my ADHD is set up is that sometimes I get obsessed with things and I get obsessed with them for a certain amount of time. And then once I'm no longer obsessed with those things, I'm just not obsessed with it. And then other times it's like, what are we doing? Things. So I will get completely absorbed in something and then I'll put it down. So hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing any messages. I think I'm good for right now. You know what? I think I need to get my charges. Hey, you guys. Y'all have to let me know who's watching because I am live on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And I'm going to walk on my walking pad here. But I want to make sure that my phones don't die because, of course, I get big ideas when I haven't charged up my phone. Although I have been on live for I have been recording content. I've been up since before 5:30 this morning. So let me go grab my phone chargers, and then I'm gonna come back. But on my all right, YouTube and Facebook. I had to just go and grab my chargers because I want to make sure that my phones don't die. Hey y'all. Hey TikTok. To the TikTok. You don't stop. Okay. All right. So I got my TikTok audience plugged up. Let me get let me get my YouTube and my Facebook folks plugged up so that we don't have any issues in the middle of the stream. Are you guys like that? Are you guys people who y'all get grand ideas and then you realize your phone isn't charged up? And in order to not make that feeling go away, you got to act on that thing right then. If that's not y'all, that is me for sure. All right. So earlier this year in 2025, you guys were accustomed to seeing me go live and uh, walk on this walking pad. This is a Zen Active walking pad. I'm a TikTok Shop affiliate. I actually purchased this with my own money though. And I was going live, showing you guys how I was just walking for 30 minutes. Now, I still walk. I haven't been consistent doing it every single day, but I definitely have still been walking. I walk in my neighborhood, but y'all, it's summer. It's the Carolinas. Today, I think it's supposed to feel like 81, even though it's only going to be like 70 something, I think. But up under these trees on the third floor, because the heat rises, so It's probably a little bit hotter up here than it is on the bottom floor. But for me, I still walk, but because it's Carolina weather, because it's summertime, I don't want to be out there in the middle of the day walking. Now, I see when I was up at 5:30 this morning, I saw that there were people walking at like that time in the morning, 5:30, 6 o'clock. There will be people walking later in the afternoon because that just makes so much sense. But to walk when it's cooler, but turn my Fitbit on, but it normally automatically picks me up. All right, so you guys have to let me know if you're not able to hear. I did post some things to my stories. Y'all, I cleaned off my patio. So because I cleaned off my patio, I'm able to, hold on, I'm able to be out here. Y'all let me know if y'all not able to see. I'm able to be out here. You want to keep my shoes on. And I love that. I love that I'm able to be out here. Hey, y'all. Okay, I just want to make sure y'all going to be able to hear and see me well. Everybody that's watching, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok, make sure you drop what state you're watching from. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to keep this other phone, but it wants to. I'm trying to keep this other phone lifted up, but it seems like it wants to. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it like that, y'all. All right, y'all. The phone is gonna be a little bit further off. All of my normal people in here, definitely drop what state you're watching from. You don't have to drop what city if you don't want people to be in your business like that. But if I would love it if you guys would drop what state you're watching from. Um, I might have to grab my fly swatter because, like I said, I'm outside. I'm actually on my patio. I had to clean off everything. I took the plastic. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get this started. I'm doing 30 minutes of walking, no particular pace. I'm just restarting this whole thing, okay? We can talk about all of this once I get it going. I'm gonna push it up to like maybe 1.5. All right. I would have some music, but the fact that I am live on YouTube and Facebook, that would pose a problem because YouTube Live and Facebook Live would detect that music, whereas TikTok Live doesn't mind you playing music in the background. And I don't want to have any copyright issues. So for all you content creators out there, if you are wanting to reuse content or if you're wanting to stream multiple platforms, you have to be aware of copyright infringement laws and things like that. So I am going to just not have any music. Now, what I might do later on is in the YouTube and Facebook Live and continue on TikTok because I can do that. But in case you guys are new to me, hi, my name is Shonda. I live in Charlotte. I'm newly 46 years old. I just turned 46 on Friday, July 11th, 7/11. I would love it if you guys send me happy birthday in the chat and also drop what state you're watching from. Also, if you are watching on TikTok, you can follow me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is my same name. It's just LaShonda dash Stevens. Stevens is spelled with a PH, so STEPHENS. LaShonda is LASHANDA. Also, you can follow me on Facebook. So you should be able to click on my TikTok profile, and there will be links to my Instagram, YouTube, and I believe also my Facebook. If you are watching from YouTube and you want to follow me on other social platforms, I would love it if you would. You can follow me at LaShonda_Stevens on TikTok. I do have other pages. I have my couponing page, just cash savings with Shonda, my gardening page, Gardening with a Country Girl, my business page, L. Stevens Financial Services, LLC. But the main page, which is going to be a hub for everything that I do, you guys can follow me, LaShonda_Stevens. Okay? So, but I'm on all platforms. I have even created a Twitch account, which I haven't used yet, but we're trying to stay up to date, y'all. I got a Snap account too, but we ain't doing very much on there, okay? But I wanted to get on today once I figured out how to make my walking pad work again. I think what happened is I might have wound the belt up to where it was kind of getting stuck, and I think I needed to lubricate it. And for a couple of months there, it wasn't really working. And also, I was thinking that maybe I had gained some weight because this walking pad does have a weight limit. So, but I really hadn't gained any weight. This walking pad, I believe, has a 300-pound weight limit, and I'm not 300 pounds. I'm not nowhere near that. But my husband was able to get on it with no problem, but I had to adjust the belt in order to be able to walk on this walking pad today. And so I'm glad I kind of figured it out. I'm glad it's working now. But if you have been joining me in like January and February, and I think even some in March, I was saying that whatever you do, get the 30 minutes of walking in, regardless of whether your machines are working, regardless of whether you have a gym membership, if you have a free access to a gym membership like I do through my apartment complex. Don't let any of those things deter you from doing your 30 minutes of walking. And it doesn't have to be brisk walking, just walking. I'll tell you guys a story on how I know that walking works a little bit later, but I just wanted to tell you that I did the thing that I warned people about, and that is letting technology prevent me from being consistent. Because regardless of whether my walking pad, or if I have gym membership, or if I have access to the gym here, that still is no excuse for not walking at least 30 minutes a day, because it's free to just go walk around your house, walk up and down the stairs, walk around your neighborhood. It's free. And I've done some of that, but I'm going to be honest and say that I haven't been as consistent. So I'm going to restart this thing, but I'm going to try to be as safe as I can. I've got my water. And I think this walking pad probably even works a little bit better on the concrete. I love the fact that I was able to get my patio cleaned off. I just this morning at like 5 something, I finally took down those hanging baskets that I had so that I could put up my solar lights. And I got those from the Dollar Tree, and I got my plant stands that match them from the Dollar Tree. But yeah, I'm out on the patio. You guys are accustomed to me either being in my bedroom or right here in my living room slash den area. So point of this live is to just get 30 minutes of walking in. Again, it does not have to be and the reason I say that is because let me see, maybe about 10 years ago, I did not have a car. We had one vehicle, but my husband worked out of town, and I had the ability to take public transportation to and from work. And so, what that looked like was me walking from my apartment to the bus stop, or sometimes getting dropped off, and then um, getting on a bus, an express bus, and taking that all the way into Uptown Charlotte. I think I'm gonna increase this a little bit, y'all. I was at 1.5, but I think I'm gonna put it at 2.0. Going to the bus depot in Uptown Charlotte, getting on a train, taking the train to a certain stop, walking about a half a mile to a local bus stop, and then getting on a local bus, taking that to in front of my job, and then I had to walk down to the front of the building. And I did that twice a day for at least 6 months. And during that time of me walking twice a day, 6 months, for 6 months, I lost probably 30, 40 pounds. And then once I lost that weight, I decided I wanted to be able to keep it up because then I got a car. What stopped me from doing it after the 6 months was I ended up purchasing a car. And my mama said, girl, you look good. You done drop that weight. Maybe you should not get a car because you need to keep up the weight loss. And so I took that to heart, and I was like, well, in order for me to keep the weight off, I need to maintain my exercise. I need to not to go back to being sedentary, which is how I was able to pick up all that weight to begin with. So I ended up getting a personal trainer and dropped probably another 10, 15 pounds with that. Okay, let me pause this for just a second, y'all, because I need to get my fly swatter because it's super hot. And the bees, the wasps specifically, and I want to make sure that I hope you guys can hear and see me. I might have to check it. Okay, hold on. You guys need to be nice because I have a blocking spirit. And so if you get on here and say shady stuff and have shady comments, I will absolutely block you. So let me see. It says TikTok filtered some comments. I have no problem blocking people. Thank you, DJ. Okay, I can't see what was said. What was said? Hey, Dawn. What's up, girl? All right, so I got my let me go grab one more charger so that I can make this fan blow because it's super hot out here, y'all. Hold on one second, guys. Okay, YouTube and Facebook, it's super hot out here. It's the Carolinas. And I was getting this extra charger to make this little desk fan work, but it's the hot. It's the middle of the summer, and I need something a little bit stronger than that. So I have this little portable fan, and I'm gonna plug it up. Okay. And I got my little facial mist. This is my coconut and rose milk facial mist. That's another thing. When you're out in the elements, you gotta keep your skin hydrated, keep your body hydrated. Let me see, I might be missing some comments, y'all. My apologies if I have. Okay, it doesn't look like I missed any comments on YouTube or Facebook. Hey, y'all. Come on in. It's your girl Shonda in Charlotte. I am walking for 30 minutes on my walking pad. All right. All right, let me see how this works. All right. Now, one of the things that I do love about this Zen Active walking pad, you know what, I can turn it up one more notch, is that when I pause it, I don't lose any of my minutes or my distance. So I don't lose time or distance. And it doesn't forget any of my calorie information. Pausing it pauses everything. Now, I don't know if all walking pads work like that, but this one does, and I love it. And I can pause it for any amount of time. I have literally paused it, gone to pick up my kid from school, which takes me about an hour, hour and a half. And also I've gone to the mail, to the post office, come back, and all of my information is still there. So if you have a goal, your goal is to walk at least 30 minutes a day, then you still don't lose any of that. Now, there's like a little loop out here in my neighborhood. Now, I've been on this for 10 minutes, but I can walk out here in my neighborhood, and if I do the entire loop just in my little neighborhood, that's a little more than a mile, and it takes me about an hour. So really, I get like a 2-for-1 if I walk in my neighborhood. But again, this is the Carolinas. I'm in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina to be exact. And it's in the middle of the day. It's afternoon. And what you don't want to be doing is out here in the hottest moment of the day walking. That's a no-no. You want to do it either at dusk or at dawn. And I was up at dawn, but ain't no way I was about to get out there and walk. So for all of you folks who feel the same as I, who are like, I need to do some walking, but it's too hot to be walking in the neighborhood, this walking pad is an option. I am a TikTok Shop affiliate. I don't have it pinned, but you can go to my showcase and find this walking pad. When I bought it, I think it was like $129. When I looked at it this morning, it was $139. So it's a pretty decent deal. It fits under my bed. I can lean it up against the wall. I actually have it now in my closet because I'm on this kick of organizing my life. Shout out to Kristen, the organizational coach. I had stitched one of her videos, but I've been like, all of the things, I had a shoe rack. I had a shoe rack in my closet, my mask in the main closet, the owner's closet, and it wasn't working because it had got warped. And you know those hard plastic shoe racks that you can get? I've gotten several of them, y'all, and they just don't work right. And I don't like the ones that are over the door because they kind of impede the door from going shut. I got an over the door rack in my daughter's bedroom, and it's all kinds of problems. So I got rid of that shoe rack, and I actually just bought some of those 3-drawer systems. I bought like 4 of them, and I replaced the clear drawers that I had, and the ones that I have now are like a brown black. They're like and they're opaque, so you can't see in the inside of them. And what that does for me is it allows it to not look as cluttered in my closet and really just in my closet. So, and because I don't like the visual clutter, and I noticed that with my self-diagnosed ADHD, I'll have like little doom piles of things. And that's not to say that I have completely cured myself of creating doom piles or having stuff this place and that place, but having opaque, that is to say, non-see-through organizers, is that you can't see what's inside of them, and that helps to cut down on the visual clutter. So I bought 4 of those. I put my shoes in 2 of them. I organized all of my supplements in 2 of them. No, in 1 of them. And then I got my t-shirts and jogging pants and workout pants in another one. So it's pretty loose. It's not stacked tight, because that's another thing. If you over stack those kinds of things, that'll decrease the lifetime of them. You'll wear them down faster if you overstack them. And that's something I've been doing. Now, the previous ones that I had were pretty sturdy, and the drawers themselves remained for all these years, but moving them back and forth was a problem because they warped, and then if you sat anything on top of it, it made it sink in, and so you maybe had a hard time closing the drawers and whatnot. So I'm at almost a half a mile, and let me see how long I've been on this. For 15 minutes. So that's about right. My previous goal when I was going live early in the year was walking 30 minutes and a mile. So if I walked 30 minutes and I wasn't quite at my mile, I would continue walking until I got the mile. And if I walked a mile and it hadn't been 30 minutes, I continued to walk until it was at least 30 minutes. So it's 30 minutes and a mile. And there's a wasp that wants to land on my phone, but I can't pop it because I don't want to disrupt my stream or break my phones. But hey, you guys, if you're just joining, it's your girl Shonda and Charlotte. I'm back on my walking journey, being consistent. So today is day 1. This is probably retry number 4 or 5, I don't know. But take me as a guiding post. You can always restart. Every day that you wake up, you can always restart. Now I see somebody commenting, so let me pause this for a second. Is that you, Pastor T? Hey, Pastor T, I thought that was you. I am doing well. Thank you so much for commenting. I want to get this little wasp here real quick. Hey, y'all. Thank you, Boo. Oh, hey, Boo. That's my nephew. Boo, I didn't even see your comment. Thank you. Okay, now I see you on TikTok now, Pastor T. I thought I wasn't seeing the comments. This stream, I'm using StreamYard to stream to Facebook and YouTube. So thank you for commenting on Facebook, and thank you for coming back and commenting on my TikTok live as well. I appreciate you so much. And I've been doing well, trying to maintain, sustain. I'm hot right now, but the fan is doing definitely what it's supposed to be doing. I should have took a sip before I paused it. Hold on. I might have to put another battery in this remote. This remote acting like it don't want to pause when I. And I'm out of water. Thank you. Are you still going and doing? Let me go get some water. Are you still doing your aquatic? What was it? Aqua aerobics? Let me put some water in my cup, y'all. Y'all on TikTok will still be able to hear me because I got this microphone on. But YouTube and Facebook, hold on a minute. Facebook and YouTube, my apologies, you guys aren't able to hear. I gotta order another microphone that fits my Android phone. I am actually live on Facebook and YouTube through my Android phone, but I'm actually live on TikTok from my iPhone. The microphone that I have is connected to the iPhone, but I need to order another one. Your water aerobics, yeah. I don't know why I can't never remember what the proper name of it is, Pastor T. And I left them the remote for the walking pad. Facebook and YouTube, you guys probably are able to hear those cicadas and the birds because, like I said, I'm out here on the patio. All right, let's finish this 30 minutes of walking. I done probably did an hour of talking, and I'm just under 18 minutes of walking. I'm at 2.0. Let me tell y'all something too. These little shoes I got on now, number one, I don't like shoes that fit like a thong. I don't like thong sandals anymore because they hurt in between my big toe and my second toe. But I've also recently seen where buying shoes that are thong sandals or have that thong feature on them aren't actually good for your feet. So I'm at 0.5 of a mile. I'm at a half a mile, y'all. But these shoes right here are some of the most comfortable shoes. I got a pair of green slides, like lime green slides, or maybe it's like a sage green slide that I used to wear on here. But I think it was kind of messing with the alignment of this walking pad. So I don't want to wear those. And I was going to walk barefoot on here, but I'm getting to an age now where walking barefoot is really not good. And walking barefoot really only works if you're walking on the ground. That helps you stay grounded. And it allows the earth to pass protons and electrons to and from your body. That's what grounding is. But walking barefoot on the cement is not a good thing, especially if you got high arches. And probably walking on the walking pad barefoot isn't a good thing too. But I've done that, and you might see it again. So I'm not saying that I'm cutting all of that out. I'm just saying today I got these really comfortable shoes on, and I think I saw the brand that makes these. I can't remember the name of the brand, but they had them in different colors. This one is like the ivory and white sole, but it's so comfortable, y'all. I wear these in the house. I don't usually typically wear these out. I have gone outside to the mailbox in them, but usually we're barefoot or we wear socks in here. We don't really wear shoes in here in the house. And I'm waiting on my shoe rack. I ordered a shoe rack from Temu, so I'm waiting on that to come because I keep shoes. I keep like my rain boots and my slides near the door. And then in the wintertime, I keep my snow boots and rain boots near the door. So, but these shoes are very, very comfortable. I think I did buy them on TikTok Shop. So I would post them, but this is not that kind of live. I just wanted to get on live, y'all, really honestly, and to just reconnect with you guys. I really appreciate for joining. Everybody make sure you are following the live host. I'm the live host. My name is LaShonda. I live in Charlotte. Double tap the middle of your screen if you're on TikTok. It costs you nothing, but it does tell TikTok that whatever content is being streamed is being watched. So if you guys could get me to 100 likes, that would be great. And for all of my people that are on Facebook and YouTube, if you would like this live, I would greatly appreciate that. At some point, I am going to add Instagram again to this, but Instagram has certain parameters and special settings in order to go live. Number one, on Instagram, you can only go live for an hour, and then you gotta wait and then go live again. And then also, whenever you're connecting it to StreamYard, I have to specifically go onto Instagram from a regular web page and hit a setting in order to go live. So with StreamYard, I can go live instantaneously on Facebook and YouTube with no problem. And I can actually go live on multiple pages of mine because I have an upgraded version of StreamYard. So that's just a little note for all of you content creators out there. If you want to use a program like StreamYard, you can use it in its free function, but it's limited on how many places you can stream live to. But if you get the upgraded version, as with any other app, you get more options. And so I tell you guys all the time, I am on all social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitch, and where else? Yeah, so, and then I have multiple pages. So I have my regular page, which you guys are watching me on. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, it's LaShonda-Stevens. If you're on TikTok, it's LaShonda_Stevens. And on Instagram, my name is a little different. It's Shonda J Stevens. So Shonda with an O_J_Stevens. And my Twitter handle is Mrs. A. Stevens. My husband's first name starts with an A. So at some point, I'm going to make everything say the same thing so that I'm easily found. But when I first started social media, I didn't necessarily want to be found. But my Facebook page is public, my Instagram page is public, and my TikTok page is public as well. So make sure you're following me. Please continue to double tap the middle of your screen. Get me to 1,000 likes. I would greatly appreciate it. I think there was a flash goal going. So for all of you guys that are watching, if you can, I have my live goal pinned. So try to help me reach that. And for those of you who are on Facebook, I am monetized so you guys can send stars. I'm at 25 minutes, guys. So I only need 5 more minutes left of walking. And let's see where I'm at distance-wise. I'm at 0.7. So not long more will I need to hit the mile. And just for clarification, my goal is still going to be walking 30 minutes and a mile. So I'm going to be walking for at least 30 minutes, and I'm also going to hit a mile. So again, if I'm walking and I don't hit the 30 minutes, but I hit the mile first, I continue until it's been 30 minutes. And with even all of the pauses, it stops the timer when I pause it. So it's not 30 minutes in actual time, it's 30 minutes. I mean, it's not 30 minutes of real time. It's 30 minutes of actual time walking. Because I've been on this live, I'm sure, more than an hour. More than 30 minutes for sure, but probably close to an hour. And so, with all the pauses and stops and everything, I want to make sure I get 30 minutes of walking in. I said at the beginning of the year, I wanted to do a 30-minute mile. That's my ultimate goal. I don't know when I'm going to hit that. I don't know if that's going to be by the end of the year, next year, in 5 years, or whatever. All I know is when I was taking public transportation to and from work twice a day for 6 months and I dropped 30, 40 pounds, I wasn't like briskly walking. I was just doing what was necessary to get me to certain points at certain times in the day so that I could be to work by 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if I had to walk fast to catch the local bus, I did that. If I had to run to catch the express bus, I did that. If I didn't need to do either of those and I just needed to casually walk or stop or wait, I did that as well. So I'm saying that to tell you guys as motivation or as inspiration for any of you guys that are feeling a little bit sedentary. You don't have to do a lot. All you need to do is walk around your neighborhood, walk around your house. If your house is big enough, you can actually do it. You know, walk around your kitchen, get you a pedometer or a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, or you can just hold your phone. Some phones will automatically calculate your distance. I think some of the iPhones do that. And get this. Yeah. And but if you want to, if you don't want to be out in the neighborhood in the middle of the day, or you don't want to be up early in the morning or late at night, you can get your walking pass. So it don't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter what the temperatures are outside. You can still get your walk on. I'm at 28 minutes, y'all. So I really only need 2 more minutes of walking, but I'm going to make sure I continue to walk until I get, I'm at 0.9, so I need a 1/10 of a mile left. All right. Okay, I just hit my, that's 101 calories. Let me tell y'all something. I'm at 29 minutes. Walking for 30 minutes and only burning 100 calories. And this is really an estimate. It's not accurate. It's probably less than that. Tony Fine, who is a weight loss and nutrition coach on here on social media, she talks about how you can't outrun or outwork your diet. 98% of building muscle and losing fat is your diet. So if you're eating horribly and you're working out, you're still going to look like trash. So you have to eat well in order to really build that muscle. And especially as you get older, you start to lose mass, especially if you're not building muscle by lifting weights. I'm at 30 minutes, y'all. So literally, I don't have to walk another minute, but my personal goal is to walk at least a mile. I'm at 0.95, so whew. I'm just going to keep walking until I actually hit that mile. So you see all of how I set the atmosphere. I'm out on the patio on my 3rd floor apartment. I got a portable fan right here blowing air on me because it's super humid in the Carolinas today. I got a facial mist spray. I got my water bottle filled with water. I've got my ring light with 3 stands on it. It has 3 phone stands. So I could essentially have my iPad plus two phones out here, recording, streaming to different platforms. So that's just a tip for all of you content creators out there. Don't let circumstances or situation at 0.99 prevent you from doing your 30 minutes of walking. That's all you need. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be brisk. It can be a casual stroll. 1 mile is 1 mile. It don't matter how fast you do it or how slow you do it. Walking a mile is walking a mile. Okay? Getting out and getting active. This is activity. And I still might do more. Like, this is not even considering all of the walking that I do normally in my house, all of the walking that I do when I have to go run errands. Like yesterday, my daughter and I went to Costco. I needed to pick up some spaghetti sauce and some vegetable oil so that my husband could fry some fish last night. And we walked around Costco. I ended up getting more than I went in there for, as per usual. But I got the things that were necessary. And speaking of Costco, okay, I hit my mile, you guys. Speaking of Costco, I don't know what it is. Every time I go in Costco, I usually spend at least $100. Yesterday, it was like 58. So I did pretty good. I actually edited it myself because y'all know how they do the promos and the demos in Costco. I am susceptible to those things. I tasted some coffee this lady had made with sugar in the raw, and I was gonna get a pack of it, but I was like, nah, we still got sugar. I'm not gonna buy anything more. We still got what is that stuff called? We got cane sugar left, but we also have, I forgot what that sugar substitute is. Not stevia, and I forgot what it's called. But anyway, I put that back. But what I did bring home was some home style pretzels that were delicious from Costco. They had a demo of that. I got 2 samples of that, and I brought a pack of that. And then this other lady had a demo of some udon noodles, which was absolutely delicious. I made me a bowl yesterday, which I'll probably have another bowl today for lunch in just a little bit, because you should be eating within 30 minutes of any activity, any workout activity. Some udon noodles. I made a bowl yesterday, but I think I put too much water in it. So the water like diluted the seasoning and everything. So I'm gonna put half the water that I did yesterday, and it's gonna be delicious. But yeah, I'm susceptible to advertising. So if any promos or demos be in Sam's Club or Costco, I will absolutely go and get them. Costco, holla at me. I be in Costco 2-3 times a week, it seems. All right, you guys. I hit my goal. I hit a mile, and I've actually been walking on here for 35 minutes. So my mile took me like around 35-ish minutes. That's all I needed. And I can tell that my body recognizes that I've been doing something because I'm having to stop and catch my breath. Hey, you guys. Ooh. I missed some comments, y'all. Assalamu alaikum, Sadar. Thank you, Pastor T. To go live on TikTok, all you need to do is hit the plus button, and you should have live as like the third thing to the right. If you don't have that as an option, it's probably your followers. I think you need to have at least 1,000 followers in order to be able to go live. So Sorry I missed your question, Pastor T. Thank you guys. Y'all got me to 400 likes. I greatly appreciate it. I wanted to come on here. Yeah, when you hit the plus sign, like you're going to post content, Pastor T. So, like, if you hit the plus sign, it should give you an option to record a video or post a picture or go live. And if that doesn't come up when you hit, it's because you don't have enough followers. Yeah. Yeah, you need 1,000 followers. Yep. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm trying to build my self up to continue to go. Oh, I need to turn this towards me because the heat hit me. I need to build myself back up to where I was, being able to go live every single day. When I was going live before, I was coming on, doing my 30 minutes of walking and making a meal and chit-chatting with you guys. And that started to get a little bit much for me. And then also my walking pad stopped working. And really what it was is I had probably loosened it up too much. And so it wasn't working. And I finally got it working back today. And so that's what's going on. So as I am able to go live and give you guys and build back up to where I was, y'all be patient with me. I greatly appreciate it. Also, the folks here on YouTube and Facebook, I greatly appreciate you guys as well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you are watching this, if you are rewatching this on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you put hashtag rewatchgang. And send me a comment so I can respond to that. She's doing good, Pastor T. Thank you for asking. She actually was doing flag football. Yeah, and that season is over. They did well. They didn't make it to the playoffs, but they did well. I don't know if she's going to play flag football next year. I guess if she's at the same school, she'll probably end up playing flag football again, but we're trying to decide whether we're going to let her go back to that school or if we're going to put her in another like charter school. So, of course, if she is back at the same school, I'm sure she'll be playing again because she did really well. She actually got 2 awards for her defensive acumen on the flag football field, and there were some scouts looking for other people. Well, there were some scouts that came out to look at other people and noticed my daughter. So, y'all, she might end up getting a scholarship for flag football. Y'all know flag football is really becoming a thing. So, we'll see. Thank you for the follow, Barbara Conway. Thank you so much. And for anybody else that's watching, make sure you're following. If anybody on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. You can send stars on Facebook. You can double tap the middle of your screen. It's free. Thank you for the 500 likes on TikTok. I appreciate all of you guys. And I am going to sign off until tomorrow. All right. So let's see. All right. So I've ended my TikTok stream. So all of you Facebook folks, thank y'all so much. I greatly appreciate y'all as well. And you guys will see more of me soon.